So as you can see, we have now put the masonry bricks on the computer room and also built some of the rock coming out of there. Not sure if I like it or not, whether there's enough of it, but it will do for now. I might change this section here to make it a little bit more rocky. But yeah, it's coming on. It's nice to see sort of like the filler brick all covered over. So what we'll do now, we'll build the filler brick up a bit more on this bit here. And then we can do some more brickwork there ready for the suit room to go on. But again, we need to build the platform up here as well. We decided to change the walls again very slightly in the computer rooms. We've taken some of the bricks out and we've put the slopes and the inverted slopes in on there. I thought it'd just be nice to keep it sort of like in a similar sort of like style as what we've got down here. The one thing I did forget about is we need a lift in there so you can get from Wayne Manor down into the Batcave. So that's going to be in here, I think, and then we'll have the suit room across there. The weapons room we've started down the bottom there, and when we do, I'm going to put a couple of Technic bricks sort of like in here, and then I can feed some lights through from the back to help keep that all lit up and give it a little bit of character. So the next thing to do is to build up this section here. We need to work out how we're going to have the steps coming down from the computer room into there. And as you can see, there's been a fair bit completed in this corner here. So we've managed to build the rockwork around the side there, the stairs going up, and the whole of the back there is all supported now, ready for the roof to go on. The weapons room, we put a roof on there again, and we're going to have the suit room just above it going all across, probably to around about that part there. Obviously we're going to have the ramp going up here for the Batmobile to get out of the cave, so we just need to continue, as I said, with the rock work along there. Once we've done that, I'm not sure whether we're going to continue round here or whether or not we start to bring the roof across. I think it's always nice to try and keep it as level as possible so that you know where you're at with it all. As you can see, we've made a bit of progress in the centre here, so we've carried on building this up, and we've put an archway in just here. At the moment the bridge is down here, but we are going to raise it up. So although you're not going to see it, I thought it would be nice just to put some detail in there anyway. What we need to do now is just continue to build this rock face up here, and then we'll have the ramp coming down over the top of it. So we need to make sure that this isn't going to get in the way of the ramp coming down to where the turntable will be. That's the first thing we're going to be doing. The next thing is along here, this is where the suits are going to be, and I'm not quite sure how we're going to be doing that yet. A couple of the options we have are sort of like these cylinders, or we might have them so that we've got sort of like cupboards sort of thing like so, then put a glass in there. So I'm not 100% sure which option we're going to go for yet. But again, it's details that we don't need to worry about at this moment in time. And again, all the things like the floor and all the finer details, they're going to be coming in a later episode. Here's the latest little bit of progress that we've made. We've decided to change up the bit where the suit room's going to be. So we've put some of the masonry bricks in with some snot bricks. And I've done it so that I can either put sort of like different coloured bars going across the snot brick, tile, or I will tile all the way down it. So I could put a tile where this brick is, and it will pretty much cover the area. So I can do that, so I can give it a different colour background. Now I've put a Technic brick on the top there, and again that's to feed lights through when we finally put lights into the mock. So what we'll do, we'll be building the rock face up from here, but there'll be a gap just there which will allow the light to shine down into each of the separate parts on there. Now originally I had started building this up from about here going up, but it was coming too far out from here and I needed a lot more steeper slopes, which I didn't have. So here we are at the foot of the rock, and as you can see, we've managed to get all of that plated off now. So it's very strong. You put a lot of weight on that and it isn't going anywhere at all. And we've also done the bottom of the slope here, all the rock detail as well. The next part up is going to be doing just down this section here. So where the brown plate is just there, that is where the tunnel comes out. So we're going to build up around there, and then we'll have the bridge going across with the waterfall behind it. So what we want to do is build all that round, and then up here we'll be able to work out exactly where the ramp's going to come down to the turntable, which will be here. So once we've actually built all the rock work around that, we can then sort of like start working our way back around. And what I'm thinking about doing is getting all of this side completely done over to sort of like here, and then we'll concentrate on the left hand side because we've got to build the platform there for the bat wing. So we've started on the bridge, and there's a couple of technical problems we're having. This is the exit to the tunnel, and unfortunately it's not going to line up perfectly with the bridge. As you can see, when you look down there, there's only 2 bricks of width clearance, and we need the waterfall to come down. Now there's the tunnel that goes through, and that goes through to the suit room, etc. Now what's going to happen is we're going to build up the rockwork around the back, and we're going to build the waterfall coming up, and then do the bridge across afterwards. So the waterfall can only be 2 bricks deep, and it's also going to be very, very close to the bridge, unless I can bring the bridge forward by 1 stud. So that's what we've got to do. Now we have been looking at a prototype for the waterfall, and this is what we've come up with. So it's some trans blue bricks, and then some trans clear studs, and also some trans clear headlight bricks as well. So doesn't look that great when you look up close, but when it's at a distance, it does look like I think it will look like a waterfall. And what we'll do is we will have sort of like, it won't all be the sort of like just the same amount of cylinders everywhere. So like at the edge, it's do this one-handed. We might have like 2 to the edge there. So again, it looks like it's just hitting the water and splashing out. So we've got the waterfall in, or the majority of it. It's probably as high as the waterfall's actually going to be. And we're going to have it so there's rock face in front of it at the top. So you're not actually going to see the start of the waterfall. I think it's probably going to be the easiest way to do it. And then what I can also do is put some plates on the top to keep it all in place. We've also got the entrance to the tunnel just there, and we've also started the bridge. So what we need to do now is just finish this rock section off just here. Get that all finished, and then continue it around this side. If we zoom out, it's looking quite good, I think. So yeah, and that's the progress completed for this update. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's a little bit shorter than our normal updates. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. Give us a big thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you know when any future episodes come out, and remember to share this with your family and friends. Thanks for popping on by. See you next time. Bye for now.